Officer who shot and killed Aaron Lynch and the officers who deployed their tasers will not face any criminal charges.
Yeah, Katie Lesso is on this for us. And Katie, this came out as a release at 5 o'clock on social media from the Commonwealth Attorney Steve Descano. What's that?
On a Friday night, we had no opportunity to ask questions. The main one being, why did it take 18 months for this to all come out and come to this conclusion? So let's get you up to speed. In July of 2022, police responded to 2 calls, 90 minutes apart at a home in McLean for a man having a mental health crisis. This body camera footage is from the second one. 3 officers who are all trained in crisis intervention speak at length to Lynch's sister about how they would try to help, but that they are really a last resort option. The officers go in, Lynch throws a mask and then runs towards the officers with a wine bottle. Less than 35 seconds after they walked in, 2 officers deploy tasers and a 3rd officer fires multiple shots. Lynch died at the scene. Now, Lynch's family has said that if they had known there was a possibility that deadly force could be used, they would have never involved police until a mental health counselor could have been present.
So you talked about how these officers were trained in crisis intervention, but then when we see the outcome, boy, that leaves a lot of questions, including what was that training like and what is the police department doing after this happened?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, all 3 of those officers did have the crisis intervention training, and what that means is they had been trained at large extensively for 1 week. But every officer in the department, we've learned tonight, does go through CIT training in the academy. Now, another thing to note, the co-responder program where a CIT officer and a mental health clinician respond together, well, it has grown from just 1 clinician to 4 teams on rotation 24/7.
Yes, I'm sure a lot of folks at home are watching this right now and wondering what they should do if their loved one is having a mental health crisis.
Yeah, and I wish I had better options for you guys, but really the options are to call 911 and you can specifically ask for a CIT officer, so a crisis intervention trained officer, if they are available in your county, or you can call 988, which is the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, which, by the way, received more than $200 million in new funding last May. We're going to put up a list of resources on WUSA9.com.
Very important resources for families. Katie, thank you.